All right. Well, let's move on. It's going to be an NFL/college football topic. The rumors are Bill Belichick's going to take the UNC job. What are
Mm.
your thoughts? Good fit, bad fit? What do you see 5 years from now in terms of Bill Belichick? Is he killing it in college? Is he out of there already? What do y'all think?
Go ahead. See, go ahead. You want to go first? Go ahead.
Terrible fit.
Wow.
Terrible fit. Bill Belichick is not a college coach, bro. That Belichick way stuff. Once he tries to get down there and implement that into a North Carolina program that's not known for being a football school, they've had a couple of good years down there. They've had a couple of good players come out of there, but they're not a football school. He's going to go down there and he's going to try to change the culture. And it sounds crazy to say. I think it's I think he's more of a he appeals to the professional side of an athlete. So that's why that worked so much in New England. He said we're professionals. We're professionals. You have to be on time. You can't make a mistake. No, you need to do this way, or there are consequences, or you will be fired, or this. You do this right, or this. And college students are not going to respond to that. So now you got recruiting problems. So um I think he was poor drafted. I think he was a poor drafter. So I can imagine him recruiting. And North Carolina is not like a destination school for people to come play football. I know they play a little football in North Carolina for his high school, but I don't think he'll be able to recruit the state good. So if you can't recruit the state good, it's going to be hard for you to make your program successful. I don't think he'll be able to recruit the state good, and as well as leaving the state to pull some big time players because nobody kids have discipline issues, and he's going to be too. People already look at him as too much of a disciplinarian for him to be able to appeal to some people like come over here, it's gonna be fun. You're gonna get to do your thing. We got the NIL money for you over here, and you'll be able to succeed over here. I'm gonna put you in the league. None of that's gonna appeal to. He's not gonna be able to appeal to people like that. He's gonna his angle is gonna be, I'm Bill Belichick. I got what, 6 Super Bowls, and I'm gonna get you prepared for the league. That's gonna be his selling point. But if I'm a kid, I'm gonna say, well, shit, why you here then? You know what I mean? You all this and you missed the NFL and all that. Why they don't want you in the NFL? You downgraded to come down here. Don't think we ain't see that. And my pushback is gonna be that you ain't do nothing without Brady. So I don't think he's gonna be as big of a draw as people think he's gonna be coming down to college and bringing people to North Carolina. I think he's gonna have a hard job ahead of him, and I don't think he's gonna be able to succeed in it. So 5 years, I see Bill Belichick out of football again.
Wow. Okay. So that's great. So whenever Yvonne goes, he can kind of like maybe split it because I totally disagree with you. See right now on this. I think it's a good hire. I think it's a new challenge for Bill Belichick. This is like almost like a breath of fresh air for him. You know, the NFL is one thing. If he would go into college and win some games, he didn't go to a team that can't. They have money. They have money in North Carolina. I mean, North Carolina's one of the prominent basketball schools. And I know you said basketball, but no, it's North Carolina. We're not foolish. I know they can get some things. The second thing, it's an ACC. It's an ACC. We just was talking. SMU literally just could have won the ACC. I know Clemson won it, but I'm just saying it's in the ACC. Had Cam Ward not been at Miami, Miami would have been trash. Florida State was down. I like the hire. Like you always tell me, see, if not Bill Belichick, then who you going out there and get? Now, I know there's some guys that you can go out there and get. My thing with Bill Belichick is, one thing that I like about Bill Belichick, he eats, sleeps, and you know what, football. That's his thing. He don't care about nothing else. So he don't mind putting in all the hours. I know you remember this. See, maybe if I was a little young, but Yvonne might even remember this. When Steve Spurrier went to the NFL, what was his words when he said, what was the difference between the NFL and college?
I don't remember what he said.
He said, oh, them boys, they sleep at the office in the NFL. They put in way too many hours. Bill Belichick don't mind putting in the hours. All Bill Belichick has to do is get a good offensive coordinator, to me, a good recruiting team, like you said, and then the last thing is a quarterback. If he gets a quarterback, that defense is going to play. Don't make no mistake about it. They're going to be very strategic out there. I'm not going to lie to you. I like the move, especially in the ACC. That's a conference that if I were, what Yvonne said earlier, if you want to kind of duck some smoke a little bit, that's the perfect place to go duck because you get an automatic bid for winning the ACC.
Yeah.
And the ACC is not that great. I think in the next 5 years, I would not be surprised if Bill Belichick was to win the ACC with North Carolina. He won't win a national championship. Not in 5 years. It may take longer than that. But I do think Bill Belichick will be serviceable. He will be good. I won't say great, but he'll be a good college coach.
Okay. Well, I'm 100% with C here.
said Yvonne never. He never said
Literally. Look, I don't think he's a college coach. I don't think he's got the patience for the kids. I think even his disciplined ways will. The kids nowadays don't listen. No. I think when Saban took over Alabama in 2006, that was a different time. And plus Saban was much younger, more energy. And Saban and Belichick are same age, and Saban just retired. So I think it's too late for Belichick to go in a college game. And I don't understand this move by him at all. It seems desperate because to me, I thought he should have I thought he should have let this NFL season play out and see if you got interviews and if anybody in the NFL will hire you first. It seems like he just chomped at the bit at the first person or the first place that offered him a job. So I don't understand it. I think he's way too old for this job and this energy that recruiting takes. I don't think he's a recruiter. The only thing, his only recruiting pitch is, no one has more Super Bowl rings than me. I know what it takes for you to get, be in the NFL and be an NFL player. But other than that, I don't think you're winning national titles.
But is that not a good? I know I would listen. If he recruited me, I would have never, dude. If North Carolina called me with Mac Brown, that was before Mac Brown got let go. I wouldn't even go and visit North Carolina if I'm a recruit. If I'm an 18-year-old kid, I'm like, no, I'm not going to North Carolina to play football. What am I going over there for? But if Belichick calls me, I may go take that visit.
Yeah, you may, but I don't think majority are.
These kids don't know about Belichick like that. That's what you're
right.
saying.
Exactly. And they don't. I don't think they respect what he's actually done in the NFL. I think they're all about instant gratification. So I don't understand it. He seems desperate. He should have waited a little longer to see if anybody in the NFL would offer him a job. The Saints are hiring. Who else is hiring? I think the Jags might be hiring.
I think he wants a new challenge. He's already won Super Bowls. He made it. I mean, I'm not saying that. Listen, I'm not saying he's the greatest, but you can make an argument he's the greatest NFL coach ever. Yes. You may not agree with it. That may be true, but you can. And I just think when I look at North Carolina, I say to myself, it's a great school. It's a great situation. I think this is what I'll say when I say he'll win the ACC. His team will resemble Notre Dame. That's what I think. They'll look like a Notre Dame type team. They're going to play hard. They're going to play smart. And will they lose some games maybe against some powerhouses? Absolutely. But I think they're going to be good, though. I do.
I think here's my problem with that. Kids nowadays, like I said, they don't give a damn about Belichick, and they don't remember the last time that these 18-year-old kids that are getting drafted. How old were they when last time Belichick won a Super Bowl? And yes, true enough, they may have seen that Super Bowl barely. They were probably like
12,
and something like that. Yeah. So they weren't even thinking about that. So they didn't say anything. That doesn't even mean anything to them. So with them seeing it, with them seeing that, they're like, okay, they don't know. They talking six Super Bowl with Tom Brady, and they only know Tom Brady because we keep pushing Tom Brady in their face. We're not doing the same with Belichick. They see Belichick as being this washed up dude that rolled Tom Brady's coattail. That's known for fussing at people. So you got an 18-year-old kid, and Brian Kelly comes in there, and he's recruiting you to come to LSU, and you've been watching LSU shooting a gun and having all that fun, grittying and all that, winning a national championship the other year. You see, you got Texas, Sarkeesian come sit down and talk to you, and you see all the fun they having at Texas and how they made this transition to the SEC, and then Belichick coming there telling you, I'm gonna tell you how to be a pro, and I won all these Super Bowl rings. Boy, get your ass out! I don't want to talk to you, man. You don't. How much money you offering me? Maybe you can pay me to come over there and listen to all that. Because other than that, I'm gonna go to one of these other schools that got more money and more more money to offer me, and I'm gonna have some fun. And it's gonna be a fun time for me down there, and I possibly can win a national championship that I ain't gonna win over here in North Carolina because I'm gonna be the only person over here.
Man, come on, man. Y'all, I think y'all wilding with that. Yeah, we can hear a little bit of noise in your background, but what's your thoughts
Oh,
on Bill
hold on.
Belichick going to UNC?
Is it official?
It's just about official, they're saying.
I think it's a bad idea. Yeah, man. North Carolina is not a typical school that you could see somebody like in a high profile position like Belichick going to, because this is his first college coaching you know his first college coaching job, so it's going to be different than the NFL because you're going to have to deal with younger athletes. You're going to have to deal with recruitments. You're going to have to deal with the boosters and all that extra stuff that comes with, college football athletes compared to um, the NFL. You're dealing with grown ass men. So I think that's a little different. And you're going to North Carolina, North Carolina just had one of the best coaches in Texas football history, which was Mac Brown. We thought he was going to turn the program around. He didn't do that.
And they did good
Um,
for a couple of years.
They did.
and I just don't. I'm not sure if he can do that though. Bill Belichick is not like I guess you can say a Jim Harbaugh if you want to put it in perspective. He's not a Jim Harbaugh, like he doesn't energize his players. He's not about his players.
Okay.
Like
All right, I'll take that.
so I and he's just getting more older though, man. So I think it's a bad idea for him to go to coach for North Carolina. And I mean, it is the ACC at the end of the day. You still got to deal with what Miami is doing there. You still got to deal with Dabo Sweeney, what he's been doing for the ACC with the University of Clemson. I don't like it at all. I think,
Too.
yeah, man. It's just so beneath him, man. Bill Belichick is better than college football, man. Bill Belichick don't need college football. Bill Belichick needs to go on an NFL team, like a team like the Dallas Cowboys, the New
Oh, here
Orleans
we go.
Saints, like the
Nah,
New Orleans
That's the
Saints.
Saints. Now we good, big dog.
I mean, yeah, you guys thought you were good with Dennis Allen, but that
No. I didn't want Dennis Allen either, so we ain't gonna do that.
all of a
I said
sudden,
Harbaugh. So we ain't doing that.
I could have sworn somebody in here said Dennis Allen was a sleeper for Coach of the Year in the beginning of the season.
Oh, here we go.
Mhm.
Like me.
But no, it's a bad idea though, man.
The Dallas Cowboys wasn't gonna be ass this year.
Oh.
I know. I know.
Why?
Hey, man. Well,
So
they're
y'all said
ass this
that he won't win
season.
y'all said he won't win an ACC championship at all.
I
No.
believe in 5 years.
Yeah, in 5 years, he's on a golf course.
They got nothing in North Carolina. Completely nothing, man.
Okay.
He
Nothing.
got the tickets to the basketball games.
Y'all are tripping right now. Y'all act like the ACC. Oh my God.
I think this, man. Let me ask y'all a question. So I think we can probably all agree that this is a downgrade for Bill Belichick, right?
No, man, no, it's
Yeah,
not.
that is a downgrade, man.
He's probably the best NFL coach in the history. He's arguably the best. And now he's taking a job in North Carolina.
I don't think it's a downgrade.
They're not even a blue blood.
That's what. Hey,
God.
man. Hey,
Even if he took the job at Ohio State, if Ryan Day got fired, it's a downgrade because it's not an NFL job.
I think.
All right.
But
So
I do.
my question
I
is.
don't think that's
My question is.
true.
My question is almost is I guess a two-part question. How did we get here? And at what point would Bill Belichick, if he had gotten fired by the Patriots, would he have been snatched up just like that from an NFL team? Since he wasn't this past year for a reason. How did we get to the point that Bill Belichick gets fired by the Patriots and nobody in the NFL wanted him?
No. I just think that y'all wild and saying just because he's going to college, like that's worse. And I know y'all may say XU tripping.
It's a different element that you're dealing with, though.
It is different. And I understand what you're saying. And I'm not sitting here saying that, an NFL job is not perceived as a better job than a college job. But I don't look at just because you got a professional position at a major league team that you're a better coach than a college. Like I look at a lot of guys that made the NBA. I don't think they're better than Coach K. I don't even look at him I'm like, you're not Coach K. I don't care that you coach in the NBA. You're not Coach K.
But they had a better job.
I think the Duke job is better than some jobs, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Hey, we can agree to disagree.
But that's Coach K, bro.
Huh?
That's Coach K.
Bill.
No, I'm just using as an example. Like Nick Saban was not good in the NFL, but I think when he did at Bama, I still think that Nick Saban's better than a lot of guys that got coaching position in the NFL.
Let me ask you this:
well, if Saban gets Breeze, it's a different story.
If Andy Reid got offered the North Carolina job and took it, you wouldn't say it was a downgrade?
Andy Reid, he's at right now where he's at in his career. He don't need to go down. If he took a job,
that was Belichick just a couple years.
If he took the New Orleans Saints job, I would say he's an idiot. If he went literally to the Saints, I would say he's an idiot for leaving Kansas City. Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's downgrading within the NFL. But if Belichick took the Saints job, it's a better job than UNC.
I don't agree with that. I don't. Like I can say we can agree to disagree. I'm saying if Andy Reid left and went to Jacksonville, I would be like, that's stupid. But if he left and went to Ohio State, I'd be like, I'd rather go to Ohio State. That's just me. You may have disagree, but that's how I feel. I'm not sitting there saying that y'all right or I'm wrong or y'all wrong. I'm right and y'all wrong. I'm saying to me, it just depends on what you're trying to, where you want to be at in your life. That's just how I view it.
The reason why, like I said, I know it's a downgrade, and I asked how did we get here, is because, like he said, Bill Belichick was Andy Reid just a few years ago, and you could never see Bill Belichick getting fired and going to UNC. If I told you this 6 years ago, you would have been like, "Boy, shut up."
I can agree with that. I would have been like, "Bro, what?"
I'd be like, "X, I came from the future. I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy. Bill Belichick is going to be coaching in North Carolina in 6 years." And Tom Brady's gonna have a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay and he's gonna retire.
Yeah, man. They have never had a good coach, man. Like they never had a coach that really can make a stamp and an impact on the culture for North Carolina football. I don't know why I'm saying culture, because when it comes to North Carolina football, their asses don't even have no damn culture, man.
He's so
I would
disrespectful.
I could agree with you if it was a different program. If it was Ohio State, if he was taking an Ohio State job, I would say, okay, I can see that. I can see that. That's cool. If he couldn't get an NFL job and he took the Ohio State job, cool.
I think that would. I honestly believe that he could have got an NFL job. He didn't want it. I do believe that. I really believe that.
Shit,
I disagree. No one gave him an offer last year. Apparently, the only team considered it were the Falcons, and then and we will never know, because if he takes this job within the next couple weeks, we'll never know if he got offered another NFL job here, which I think he would have. I think he would have.
Do you think he'll get like the national attention that Dion was getting when he
No,
currently?
no, he's not that kind of guy. He's not that kind of guy.
That's exactly what I was saying. He's not that players type of guy, man.
His problem is going to be recruiting. Listen to me. I'm telling you, nobody's going to want to go play for that old ass man, that old ass mean man.
Maybe the athletic director need to hire you then. See.
Yeah, he damn sure do need to hire. I'm on my way.
I don't see it that way, man. I'm telling you, like, I don't see it like y'all see it. I really don't.
Why do you always want to be the positive person behind the politically correct? Always trying to do that every single time.
Nick Saban wasn't playing in Alabama with those little kids like that. Nick Saban wasn't playing with nobody like that.
Different time and age.
That was just a year ago.
You always want to go to the complete opposite.
It was 20 years ago.
Jalen Milroe played for Nick Saban. That was his recruit.
Milroe was his recruit. After he was established as a college guy.
Nick Saban, that's Alabama, bro.
Alabama. But that's what I'm saying. Saban. He created that culture. Alabama fell off.
I know.
Remember, Alabama fell off before Nick Saban got there.
Yeah, but they still have that history
and built that culture up.
They still have
LSU was. If we're gonna keep it a buck, we'll keep it a buck. LSU is trash before Nick Saban got there, and he built that culture. No,
the Northern went trash, bro.
But Alabama and LSU weren't basketball schools. Alabama was still known as a football school, and
that's true. That's true. That is
Bill Bryant and everything. When we say UNC, you think Jordan.
All right, man. Well, let's get to
the. He's not. Them kids don't give a damn about him, man.
Nowadays, it's a different culture. I agree. Saban built that up over the years, and then players like Jalen Milroe were like, all right, like they won titles, whatever.
Yeah, like Alabama, they just was in the national championship game a couple years ago. Like he's going somewhere that never's been there, and they ain't going.
So if they win it, what we gonna say?
Then we're going to say we're wrong, and maybe UNC starting a football school. But I don't see it. Dude, Belichick is in his 70s.
I know.
This is too late.
Well, we'll see what Belichick, the first thing he could do, we'll see what he can do in the transfer portal, because there's a lot of acquisitions that Bill could land. So maybe he'll surprise us.